Hello, I'm Richard Hooper and this is Sat TV Week. Now I'm pleased to be joined by PJ Baillier of SpeedCast. PJ, we've spoken many times before, but for the last 12-15 months you've been on a big acquisition trail. You bought up several companies. How difficult is that to assimilate those into your operation?
Well, we've acquired, I think now 12 companies over the past 3 years, so we have defined a methodology. We have been using external consultants initially to help us, and then we have built our own in-house integration team. So we have a pretty well-defined methodology with different work streams per functions, and it's been working well. And we do not underestimate the amount of work required. We have long-term projects that are ongoing in the background. For example, we're putting in place a new ERP. But I think we've got a good understanding of what we need to do, and overall the integration has been relatively smooth because of how selective we've been in the companies we've acquired. We have acquired companies that we liked, and we liked them because they were growing, so we've never been in a complex turnaround situation that would require a lot of management time and complex integration. We've acquired companies that were growing, profitable, that had built a name for themselves for being good at what they're doing. Companies that have an entrepreneurial culture, an overall corporate culture very close to ours, and companies that are very complementary, that fill gaps in our approach to the market, which means that there's limited overlap. And when we acquire these companies, limited overlap with us, growing, well, an important thing of what we acquire is their people. So when you go into a company you acquire and you're able to say, your jobs are not at risk, we need all of you, and we're going to put more people because we want to continue your growth and help you get to the next level, you get rid already of 50% of the issues you have in integration. So no, it's been a great experience. It's been going well, it continues to go well, and hopefully we'll have more companies to integrate in the future.
Now, you're one of the few companies that is going on an acquisition trail at the moment. There's a lot of talk in the show this week about the satellite sector and some of the problems the operators are having. What's your take on it?
So first, at the service layer where we are, consolidation is happening. It's healthy. The market is very fragmented. Customers are looking to have solid partners which have the ability to serve them on a global basis, that are solid financially. So it will continue, and I even think it will accelerate at the service provider level. At the satellite operators level, it is consolidated in certain parts of the world, much less in others. Here in Asia Pacific, it's a quite fragmented market. And overall, what's happening in the satellite operators world is that there are a lot of new satellites coming up, both traditional satellites with wide beam type of coverage, and new HTS satellites. The combination of all this is a lot of capacity that I think, if you take a long-term view, will be absorbed by the growth in demand. But if you take a more short, mid-term view, will create very strong supply, not to say oversupply, that is going to bring the capacity prices down. This is good news for us because probably going to be able to lower the cost of our capacity, and maybe do things differently, approach opportunities that were not available to us before, and also I think these economies of scale we're creating, this additional buying power, to call it as it is, that we have because of our growth and our scale today, will certainly help us also continuously improve, as we have over the past 5 years now, our profitability. So I think it's a good thing for us, and what matters really, and we should not forget, is that we are in an industry where there is a lot of growth potential. and it's about how we capture it, and for that we're working more and more closely with satellite operators.
Now, as HTS satellites come out, how's it changing your life as a service provider?
When I am joking about it, I'm saying I'm still trying to understand HTS. So we've spent a lot of time over the past 12, 18 months with our capacity management team, our engineering team, to try to understand HTS satellites and where we can use them to the benefit of our customers. And when I talk about the benefit of our customers, it's really about the value we create for these customers. A number of our customers put other considerations before the price. It's about reliability, it's about the quality of the support, it's about a lot of other things before the price. And of course the price is one of the criteria they're looking at, and we need to be competitive, and we need to be in line with the market levels. But more importantly, it's about how can we improve their customer experience, and HTS can contribute to that with higher power, better resistance to rain fade, for example, versus traditional wide beam satellites, because we've got more power to mitigate rain. So we're still doing this work of trying to understand where HTS comes into the picture. It's not going to be an all HTS world. We will continue to use wide beams for a number of applications and customers, but there are areas where HTS will bring value to SpeedCast and to our customers, and we will be using it. So we're already using some HTS satellites. O3b is a good example. And we're looking at overlaying some HTS beams over our wide beam network in areas where there is a need for high bandwidth, where there is a high density of customers, for example ships in certain region, because it will help us provide a better experience.
When we first talked about HTS satellites, some people were talking about it as the game changer. Yeah. Is it a game changer?
I think it's a game changer, but it is not going to replace everything that's out there. We will continue to use wide beam C-band, we'll continue to use wide beam Ku-band, we'll use high throughput spot beams in Ku-band, in K-band. It's giving us additional options and better options for certain requirements, while for others what we have today is remains a better option. So it is a game changer for certain applications and certain customers, but not for all.
PJ, thank you very much.
Thank you.